Okay, Medicaid expansion was linked to a 6% reduction in opioid overdose deaths, according to a study in an online version of the Journal of the American Medical Association, which found that countries and states that accepted the Medicaid expansion under the ACA, Obamacare, for some of you who are confused by that, had a 6% lower rate of opioid overdose deaths compared to counties and states that did not expand Medicaid. The study finds the data indicates that Medicaid expansion may have prevented between 1,678 and 8,132 deaths from opioid overdoses between 2015 and 2017. For comparison, there were 82,228 total opioid overdose deaths in that time period. These findings add to the emerging body of evidence that Medicaid expansion under the ACA may be a critical component of state efforts to address the continuing opioid overdose epidemic in the United States, study states. Okay, so I've critiqued the ACA repeatedly. I've said that it has, deductibles, all these little different private insurance ways to screw you out of affordable health care. But expanding Medicaid, which is basically like a really slow version of single payer, for the time being is a good thing. And, I'm so tired of watching these clowns say that socialist takeover of healthcare. Well, hell, you've had Medicaid for 50 years and you've talked about cutting it, but you've never talked about doing away with the program itself because, if you ran on that, you would get destroyed in every election nationally because it's a very popular program. That when more people are on, they're benefited because this is effectively our equivalent to single payer. I say all the time, we have single payer in the U.S. You just have to wait until you've lived 6.5 decades to get it. So I just wish people would actually look at this data and not. Republicans do not know what they're doing on healthcare. They just want private insurance nonsense. The only Republican I've seen that is only former Republican I've seen that's expressed the slightest openness to anything in the direction of putting coverage for more people is Justin Amash, who at a town hall about 2 or 3 years ago kind of signaled that he was a little bit willing to do, it was one of those not negative type statements you get from the rest of his party. But everybody else they're horrible, and this is going to continue to screw them up, and that's why I'm glad you have Sanders in particular, but some people who are members of the House pushing single payer because you can't let these idiots run around trying to trick people into thinking, oh yeah, we're going to do more coverage. No. Expanding Medicare, which is why they call it Medicare for All, is the best option. This is proof of it. The ACA is still whatever, but the more people who get coverage through that program, the more productive and healthier people are.